Hi, it's Debbie from Londonderry, New Hampshire with Be Happy Cards and Crafts. I'm using my regular business name now, and I just want to check in with myself and I want to try something to see if I can find myself. Not sure how to do this. I just... see. Okay. I think if I check in, I'm going to try to do it so I can read the comments as I go. So there'll be a slight delay, but I'm going to try to see the comments as I'm doing it, as I'm stamping today. So anyways, the weather is beautiful here in New Hampshire. It has a slight breeze. It's about 75 degrees, which is a nice spring day. And we have, it's sunny. And I've been growing flowers and lots of vegetables in my gardens. And I've painted a lot of birdhouses. And today I am going to use the Garden Birdhouse stamp set. So I hope that's nice for everybody. I know I enjoyed painting them. So let's get started. I'm going to turn you down. And hopefully I'll be able to read your comments and not get too distracted. Get you in focus. It's the hardest part, is making sure that the card is in the right spot. Okay, so I'm going to start by stamping my branch on the top of the page. I can see myself online now, thanks to my stamping teacher, Marilyn San Clemente. We finally had a live get together at Kathy Bedell's house, one of my other stamping friends. Part of our group got together for our first live event in almost 2 years at Kathy's house, and it was really nice to see everybody in person. We've all been vaccinated. And then that was on Wednesday night. And then on Saturday, I got together with my sassy scrapbookers. Again, all vaccinated. And it was nice seeing them. So we're finally getting back to a semi-normal life. Now I'm going to take the memento stamp, which is just the regular black. And I'm going to stamp the posts for the birdhouses. Actually, no, I'm going to stamp my birdhouses first so I know where they go. One, This one I went down a little bit. Two. And I'll put this one high again. Three. And I need to clean my stamps off. I hate the squeak it makes, but it works really well for cleaning. Okay, next we want to stamp the posts. I'm just going to push the card up for a minute. Get the little hair out of the way. It's okay that it didn't connect because I can connect it with my Sharpie. Okay, bring the card back down. And then let me just check. Okay, I'm going to put a bird in the tree. On right at this birdhouse. I know he looks like he's floating right now, but he will be connected. And then this little bird is taking a walk on the top of the birdhouse. That's all the stamping I need to do right now. So I'll close my black up. And I'll get my little Sharpie. Oh, if I can find my Sharpie. And the bird right here needed a little bit more. And then the post. And this bird needs a little post to stand on. Drawing it so that it looks like it's part of the birdhouse. There's the phone. I'll raise the phone. Okay, sorry about that. So now I'm going to take the light Bermuda Bay and color this birdhouse. Wrong end. There are two ends to the, these are stamping blends, and they have like a paint end and which is a thicker end, which I like to use, and then the thin end. And for some reason, my Bermuda Bay is dried out. The cover doesn't fit all the way on it. On the smaller end, so I need to order another set, which I will do when I place my order this month. A little right there. You want to go as light as possible so that you don't bend your tips. Some of my tips are bent because other people have used them, but it's okay. I don't mind sharing with my friends. And then this one is the dark suede. I used the soft. I don't want to use the dark. I used the light soft suede. And I'm just going to use the small side for a minute just to go up on the small part of the roof. Yeah, this is one of the tips that is broken. So I have to order a new set of these. I like to turn my card when I'm coloring. Makes it a lot easier. I didn't do a lot of shading on this. Because the spaces are small, so they really don't call for a lot of shading. I think that's all that I use the soft suede for. The dark soft suede is what I use to color the stems. Or the poles, actually. They're not stems. I'll be doing the stems on the tree in a minute. This is the only card we're doing today, so I figured I would actually do a stamp and color card, because a lot of times I have my cards fully prepped. So I'm basically just putting them together. Now, because it's already done in dark green, the evening evergreen, I'm just gonna go over it to get the brown a little bit into it with the branch color. And I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it is changing it to a darker color. Hi, Sarah. See, now I can see my comments when they come up. I was just talking to Sarah right before I came on. colored this part in the suede. Okay. Dark smoky slate. Ooh, I didn't think I used the dark smoky slate. I did. I have to be careful when I color fast that I don't get off out of the lines. Is Caleb watching today? Caleb's my little buddy Sarah's grandson. He likes to watch sometimes with Sarah. But his brother Caden started vacation today, so he could be off playing. So, to show you how to do a little bit of the shading, you would want to just go down the edges, and you could go over the slats. And then you could go under the roof a little. So that's kind of how the shading would look. I think I'm done with those two colors. Let me just check. Yep. I'm just randomly picking up. I have all my stamping blends that I used on the card next to me. So, dark cherry cobbler. That one I did go on this roof. And I also used it to do some shading on this one. This one reminds me, my friend and I, Denise, went and painted some gazebo-looking bird feeders. So, as you can see, you can do the shading before or after. So now I'm just going to bring in the light cherry cobbler. And color right over that. And shading just gives you the dimension to your projects, to your coloring. Is this the dark Bermuda Bay? Yes, I do have dark Bermuda Bay, so I will do shading on this one a little bit too. I think it looks better with shading. And I put it away, but I want to just grab that one. On the brown. Because I forgot to color the little platform. Missed a spot. On this one I gave a red door. So the red goes through all of them. Well, cherry cobbler. When I did my birdhouses, I did use the teals and the barn red, which is like a cherry cobbler, and gray. I did some gray. I did 11 birdhouses, so. And then the one bird feeder. And this bird feeder looks like the one that Denise did. And I needed my light black back. Light smoky slate, dark smoky slate. Light smoky slate. Oh, light basic black. I had it all along. I just did mine white because I thought it looked like a gazebo, and we had a white gazebo in our yard. But a couple of years ago, one of our winter storms was actually on the deck, and one of the winter storms came along and destroyed it. And instead of having it replaced, my mom put in an instant-on generator, which I'm very grateful for. I'd rather have that than a gazebo any day. Till you lose electricity, you never know how much you miss it. And I put my green away, which is not the right color. Lucky I'm so close to all my colors. So I'm coloring the leaves in one of our new colors. I'm using the dark soft succulent just to give them some color. And they are outlined with the evening evergreen because that's what I stamped them with. So there's no need to do any shading on them because they're so small. Hi, Ann. Just doing some coloring. I was talking about how much fun we had finally going to a in-person event. I actually got to spend 2 days with Anne. Anne is one of my downlines, and we went to the New England Stamp Inkers event on Wednesday together, and then at the scrapbooking event on Saturday we were together. So, and believe it or not, Anne and I went to high school together. So Anne's one of my oldest friends. Well, she's not old. We're not old. One of my longest time friends. I do have some friends since grade school still. But I met Anne in high school. Now it's time for the little birdies. We're going to make one a bluebird. I love birds. Most people do love birds, I think. His little pink belly. My yellow finch is up in the tree. And then this guy is a robin. Now we have more stamping to do. Just a little bit. I want to put in the flowers down at the bottom of the card. It's a beautiful stamp set. It's a standalone stamp set. It does not come with dies. Oh, wonder why that didn't stamp all the way. Every day I go outside for an hour and just sit in my backyard and listen to all the birds and just relax for an hour. It's good meditation for me. I watch the birds and the clouds. I need to get, I forgot a couple colors here. To color. See, I can hear the birds tweeting right now. I'm sure you can't hear them because they're outside. We'll just color some of them yellow. This is light daffodil delight. I don't like that one double stamped, but And then fresh freesia, dark fresh freesia. These are new, so hard to open. It's one of my favorite colors. Anything purple is my favorite color. I just love purple. All shades. I'm not picky. I want to leave some so I can do the polished pink. And your comment is hilarious. I'm sure it's not what you meant. I'm sure autocorrect made a mistake. Let's see if I have the succulent. Nope. Soft succulent. And just, I'm having a hard time opening these. They're brand new, so just color in there. There's a few little leaves. Okay, so now we're going to put the card together. You can see why you want to make sure you have something underneath, because it does bleed underneath. The coloring does bleed because they're alcohol-based markers. This is Bumblebee gingham checked ribbon that I'm using. And as I always say, this has a bump, so you want to go on this side and take your bone folder so that it gives it more stability. Burnish that. We also had our bingo this week. So there was 3 times I seen Anne this week. Our bingo was very happy. Everybody was excited. And it was our first in-person event. So I'm all excited that we're going to start having classes again. But I'll keep doing the lives, because I enjoy doing them, and hopefully you enjoy watching them, because not everybody can come to my classes. And we're going to start with just open classes where you can do your own thing. But you can use all my stamp sets, all my new stamp sets, and just bring your own paper. And now, when I tie a knot, the easiest thing for me to do is to, I'll get the glue dot is to use a glue dot. So I have that ready. Didn't know there was one above it. So I do the cross. And then I take the glue dot and I put it underneath. Hopefully you can see this. Put it right underneath where the knot is going to be, so it's almost like being a third finger, like, can you hold this down, please? And I can tighten it still. I went up a little too high. And then I'm able to tie the knot without anybody having to put their finger there and hold it for me. And then cut your ribbon on an angle always. And I did prepare my, I used the double punch oval punch to make my label. And it comes, I believe it comes in this set. Just see. Yes. Birthday Wishes. And it's part of the stamp set. And I put it on dimensionals because I like to pop my sayings up. And I just put it right there. So there's the card, all colored and stamped. So I'm going to turn you back up. And I'll show you the card again, because I know it's always backwards. He's riding the four-wheeler. Yes, Sarah, this would be a good welcome to your new home card. Sarah and I are making cards. This card actually is a birthday card I made, but it would be a nice welcome to your new home. But we've been busy making cards for our shop that we sell them in, Revived in Londonderry, New Hampshire. And this particular card will be on sale there because I'm making 5 more of them. We make 6 cards that fit in our slots on our spinner. And so I chose to make it a birthday card. But next time I will make use it to make welcome to your new home. I just didn't think of that in time. So I hope everybody's having a good day and enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next week at 12:30. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.